How you guys doing? Welcome back to Sacred Therapy. And I do mean guys, it's in everybody. I'm old school, you guys. I'm trying to figure out a different way for y'all without saying y'all, because I mean it's real country, but it's okay. Um, if you've seen the title of this video, then you know that the Libra in me won out, guys. Okay, I need to do a reading for all of the other twin flame connections and their strong sign placements. I have been thinking about doing this reading for like a week. I've just gotten through the marathon of birthdays, so this is my first chance to do that. And we're kicking off the second one. If you have a strong fire sign placement, that video is already posted on my channel. You're more than welcome to check that out. And now you guys can check out other videos that may be overlapping messages in there for you. There's a lot of divine feminine, divine masculine messages on my channel. If you are new here, please subscribe, turn on your notifications so you'll be notified when I post. We have some exciting things coming up for you. And I do say we because if you're watching the beginning of this reading, my sister is going to join us at some point. I feel like me and her are kind of like the same person, except for, little differences, but that's definitely like one of my soul family, one of my soul tribe members, okay? So we are very, very similar. A lot of people, when they meet us, it's like, oh my God, there's two of you. We are not twins, like biologically twins. But people get us confused. Our own kids can get our voices confused. That's how closely aligned we are. And it used to bother me when people said that when you was little. No, we not. No, we don't. But now I just see it as a blessing. Like, I feel like I got a tag team partner in this thing called life, And we're there for each other. Anyways, not real sure. Probably sometime this upcoming month, me and her will get together and you'll see a sister reading on my page. No copyright infringement intended. Of course, we just love T and Tamara, okay? We, like everybody else does. We just loved T and Tamara growing up. And yeah. Let's dig into this. Okay, right off the bat. All right, can't even get the questions out. All right, well, there's the twin flame card, guys. And maybe you are feeling blocked from my earth sign placements because this is the reading for strong earth sign placements in the twin flame connection, okay? So we're going to see what messages pop up for you guys. The twin flame card is already here. So if you were looking for confirmation from Spirit, Spirit definitely called me to do this reading for you guys. You may be feeling very triggered lately by childhood wounds. Strong earth sign placements, guys, are Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Okay, Virgo is the end of August, beginning of September. Taurus is the end of April, beginning of May. Capricorn is the end of December, beginning of January. All right, so yeah, you may be feeling triggered, your childhood wounds, because this is the nostalgic card upright. That is the Six of Cups, guys. And yeah, you just may be feeling the opposite of unbothered, right? The opposite of unbothered. What else are we talking to twin flames with our strong earth sign placements? Things from your young adult life too may be coming up. Maybe the way that you relate to other people, your relationship patterns. Ooh. What is this? Okay. You also may be healing the fact that rejection has happened to you, and you're understanding now that that rejection was divine protection, because that is the Five of Cups. In the reverse, we do have 465 also on the table. Okay, Spirit, that's a lot. And I know you're about to have a whole stack pop out. All right. Yep. And this is for, you know, your masculine side. Guys, I read energy, not gender. I am LGBTQIA friendly. If you are a straight person, you are welcome to be a part of our channel as well. Just be mindful that I do read a lot of rainbow content. Okay? Put yourself where you need to. There's a lot of people that read for straight folks. And I just feel like LGBT folks, we need somebody that to them is the norm. Okay? And that's me. So you have been getting in your 3D, healing a bunch of 3D stuff for yourself, your relationship with money, your career, you're living in your purpose, you're doing what you're passionate about. You may be stepping into your power in the physical world. You do not have to necessarily be the divine masculine in this connection to be healing your own internal divine masculine. Remember, both twins, guys, have energetic energy that is energetic energy. It's in the morning. I'm working on my first cup of coffee, guys. Just did dishes and was like, gotta do a reading. But energetically, you guys are both masculine and feminine. One of you has more on a soul level as far as masculine and feminine energy, but you guys do embody both. Ooh, and we have the Empress popping up. Okay, divine feminines, I see us out here. I really do see us. You are on your throne, boo. Okay? You are on your throne. You are in your power. You may be birthing new ideas. Or you could be trying to expand your family. You and this person may be together. At this time, you and your divine masculine, you may be together, you may be talking. This may not be for folks in no contact. We're going to see. We're going to get some more tea. Spirits, what can you tell me about what's going on between our earth sign twin flames, our twin flames with strong earth sign placements? What else do they need to know, Spirit? Yeah, okay. So there could be delays, there could be detours. I've been feeling that in the collective. And it's for these childhood wounds that need healing. Just because the time to make a move isn't right now doesn't mean that you're not headed toward a harmonious relationship, okay? So the Chariot card in reverse is the opposite of, you know, forward movement. It is looking back. It is focusing on what needs to be healed. And this is looking back with a purpose, not just looking back as woe is me. All right. What else do our twin flames with strong earth placements need to know? Yeah, I see you working on this. You're working on your childhood wounds. You're working on your relationship with money. You're working on your relationship with relationships. Right? So what does that mean? That means, how am I thinking about love? What do I need from love? What do I want from love? What am I attracting in love? What cycles keep repeating for me? Because you are analyzing all of this in order to step out of that in the 3D world, right? Yeah, like I said, things have not gone according to your plans. But remember, your plans and the divine plan are sometimes two separate things, okay? You guys got to be mindful for that. The divine plan, Spirit, God, Allah, whoever you believe in, they have their own version of what should be happening in your life in order for you to grow. All right, and you have to give the divine room to to work in your favor. Yeah, because they are bringing this abundance to you. This is the Nine of Pentacles. That Nine of Pentacles, that's that wish fulfillment coming in. You've been working hard on yourself. And you're understanding your worth now. You're understanding that you are worthy. However you are, whatever your gifts are in this world, you're understanding that you play a role. All right? Not a self-importance kind of role, but you play a significant part that no one else on this planet can play except for you. I'm feeling like the number 5 is also significant because there's a reason why I do 5 and 5. So you could be experiencing a lot of transformations, a lot of changes, and all of this is leading you in a new beginning for what you want. Okay? For what you want. Alright? I would say for your divine masculine side, or for your masculine, your own masculine side, take what resonates. They're in the King of Cups in reverse energy. So like I said, you may be feeling emotionally and or spiritually triggered, dealing with the issues of rejection or feeling rejected or the fear of rejection. And understand that, you know, these past experiences that have not worked out, they are in fact designed in your favor. Okay? For my twin flame earth signs. This is for twin flames in general, of course. Everything is happening in your favor. I know it's hard for us to think about it like that in the moment, because in the moment it typically sucks. Okay? It typically sucks. And there's a loving card spread up there for you guys. But just because you see this as a reversal does not mean that it stays there, okay? So in your emotions, you may be dealing with the tough stuff, the hard things, right? You may be dealing with, like I said, childhood wounds, childhood trauma, past relationship trauma, past life trauma. Okay, this doesn't have to be extreme. Okay, this could be strong attachment styles. This could be, because there's a certain level of detachment and understanding that if you are on the twin flame journey, because not everyone is, that it is not an easy path. I know there's a lot of information out there now about twin flames and like, oh, and I was under the impression when I first began my journey on this path, didn't know anything about twin flames. I just got out of a really toxic relationship and it was intense. Okay, guys, I did not feel ready. I did not feel worthy. I'm like, I don't even have anything to offer nobody at this point. So I don't even have anything to offer for myself. All right, that's exactly what the twin flame connection is about. It's about wherever phase you're in, whatever period of growth that you are in, whether you are in union or not. You guys show each other specifically what you need. Okay, what spirit needs you to see, the messages. Sometimes it's ego messages, sometimes it's your higher self messages, sometimes it's humbling. All the time it's inspiring, okay? Whether it pisses you off or not, if you look below the surface of anger and underneath the hurt, you will see like, well, what am I really mad about, right? Is it an old wound that I thought I healed? They are designed. Twin flame unions, twin flame connections, twin flame contracts, the sacred contracts between us, they are designed in order to be unbreakable contracts that serve Spirit, God's purpose, the Creator's purpose on this earth. So it's not just about you and them, it is about the higher purpose of the collective. Okay? So if you are coming at this from a very selfish standpoint, and in the beginning, it's always going to be very selfish because, I mean, what do we know about except for ourselves, right? All we have is our own perceptions, our own perspectives. But as you spend more time, and initially, you know, maybe you guys came together and then you part ways. Okay, that's not my journey, but perhaps for you guys, I'm seeing that either you're together now or you were recently together. Maybe there was a tower moment, or one of you rejected the other based on their, you know, feelings of like where they were at right now, or hey, I need to focus on work. Okay, I'm not seeing a third party. I am seeing a detour though. I'm seeing a detour here with this Two of Wands, because that's the divine path or the divine plan card for me. And in its reversal, it's looking like one or both of you may be resisting. Okay, and that is very natural in the twin flame union. One or both of you. It doesn't mean that it doesn't hurt, but both of you run. You may be running for different reasons. You may be resisting for different reasons, but both of you definitely do this. And remember, with the twin, there are seeds of both of you guys in each other. All right, let's see what messages Spirit wants to give you my strong earth sign placements. And again, guys, this does not have to be your sun sign. If you do not know your birth chart, take a look at Google free birth charts. A good website to go to is cafeastrology.com or astrologycafe.com. One of those, flip it, reverse it. I've been going to them for years. It's hilarious. My twin also goes to them. So the signs and synchronicities between you guys will be very significant. You may be drawn to, I believe these are like, I don't know if these are gophers, otters, prairie dogs. I have no idea what those are. Hummingbirds may also be significant to your connection. So you guys might be seeing a lot of signs involving animals. Yeah, there's a message of warning. And I feel like that's involving your emotions. Like, do not bury, as an earth sign, do not bury your shit, okay? Don't bury your wounds. Don't ignore them, because then they just fester, okay? You guys are really solid, fixed energy, grounding energy. You have the potential to be very healing. And when you are very destructive, it has a lot of effects in the 3D, okay? So be mindful of where you're at emotionally. Be real with yourself. Be honest with yourself. That is one thing I can say about earth signs, especially for Tauruses. If you are a Taurus, I have known you guys to be very honest with yourselves, very upfront with other people. Virgos, either male or female, sometimes you guys are martyrs and you play the victim card. You need to make sure that you are holding yourselves accountable. And you may be like, oh man, she's coming for us. It's a maturity thing. Okay, I tell everybody what it is, and I'm not going to apologize. I'm not going to take it back. Okay, you guys can be big babies. Okay, you are the baby of the zodiac sign, but you can act very immature very manipulative if you do not get your way. And that is not healthy. So that's the type of wounding you need to figure out where that comes from. Okay. Why do you do that? What in your childhood, whether it was your mother, your father, or something, you don't feel acceptance, you feel like it's okay and can rationalize manipulating other people. That is not okay. All right. For my Tauruses, make sure you're not being too stubborn that you can't see another person's point of view. All right. Virgos, you guys are very particular about things. So also make sure that you have realistic expectations of someone else. You cannot engage with other people and expect them to fit your idea of who they are to you. It doesn't work like that. For my Capricorns, and I'm sighing and I saved y'all for last. I have no idea why. For my Capricorns, make sure that you are not being so hard-hearted that you are blocking out what you really feel emotionally. Because Capricorns have a tendency to over-rationalize not giving a fuck when you really do. You guys are really sensitive. It's okay for you to be in touch with your emotions. It is healthy for you to be in touch with your emotions. It is not healthy for you to pretend like you are a robot and just out here doing stuff just about work. You can over invest in work to the point where what are you going to do when you're old? Like, do you really want to wait until you're in your 40s and in your 50s to finally realize, hell, all I have is all this time that I work and this job doesn't really give a shit? Jobs are replaceable. Work is replaceable. You can blink and your kids will be grown. The families that you had tried to create and maybe walked away from came and went. Okay? For my female Capricorns out here, make sure you are not treating people, whether you are straight or gay, make sure you're not treating people like property. Because that is a very Capricorn thing. Your children are not your property. Your family is not your property. Okay? You are not entitled to X, Y, and Z. Worthy, yes. But y'all have a very huge ego. I've never met a Capricorn with a little ego. If you are a Capricorn with a little ego, baby, you gotta look at your chart, like I said, because you got some other stuff going on. Okay, some more humbling signs are in your chart that give you that gentleness, and that is a good thing. Okay, so if that part isn't for you, then don't take it. If you don't see your shadows and what I'm saying, then don't take it. But I've been given gifts, and I can see people's shadows very strongly. Okay, to me, I thought it used to be a curse, but no, it's just real. I can reflect a lot of people, a lot of energies. Yeah, the message, that's y'all's warning message. Make sure you're looking at your own toxicity, not everybody else's. Make sure you're not playing the blame game. It's not everybody else's fault. You have to own your shit. And don't bury what is actually belonging to you because it's too tough for you to look at. You're stronger than that. Okay? You're more solid than that. Yeah, message of freedom. In facing this, you are going to be surprised about the healing that is going to come for your wounds, for your triggers. How much more, realistic you'll have it if you are taking a look at how you play the victim and you're taking back your power because you're not the victim. You were a participant in those experiences. Even as a child, forgive yourself. Take back the power. Okay, so maybe you didn't have the power then, but now you have the power. And as a child, you had a choice. Yes, we could have been coerced into things, but that victim and abuser mentality is real. The only way through that is to break it down and not relate to either one. To not be a victim, to not be a survivor, to not give it that much weight in your experiences. Because those people ain't thinking about you no more. And you should be thinking about them. You want to be free of those burdens. Freedom. Yes, freedom. So you had to take this detour. You had to go through this rejection so that you could free yourself from certain limiting habits. Whether that's your perception, the way you respond emotionally, the way you relate to people. Okay? So there's a pause in your relationships, or if you are relating to someone, take a look at your role, not theirs. Pay attention to what you choose to do, because the only thing that you are responsible for is yourself. You don't control another person. Like I said, they are not property. They are people. They belong unto themselves. I don't give a shit if they're your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your husband, your wife. They still belong to themselves. They have an agreement to walk through life with you. That does not mean that either of you own and run the other person. And if that's not how you believe, if that's not how you operate, then we're gonna agree to disagree. I don't care what religion you are in. I do not believe that males own females, even if they're married to them. That is not your property. Okay, sir, ma'am? That is not your property. That is some man-made bullshit. Some patriarchal bullshit. And I don't condone it, and I'm not going to agree with it. And you can comment all you like. That's fine. That's in your right. Freedom of speech. Do what you do. But just understand this. I'm stubborn as shit too. And no amount of you telling me what I should believe is gonna deter that. And I understand that as far as earth sign goes, that you guys is energy too. That's why spirit was like, well, I need you, Nikki, I need you to say something to these people, because hell, I've been talking to folks through this reader, that reader, the other reader, but ain't none of them got my delivery. So Virgos, understand where you being a crybaby, okay, and playing the woe is me game, because you're not powerless, and we don't think that you are. You're also not a big ass child, okay? It's not all about you, all right? My Tauruses, be stubborn in the right way. Be stubborn in the right way, please. Because if you're stubborn in the wrong way, it can take a really long time for you to see any type of shifts, any type of growth. So be stubborn for yourself, not against yourself. Be stubborn for the greater good, not limitations and blocks and all of that. Capricorns, turn that ego down, baby. Just down. Turn it down. It does serve a purpose, but you don't let it, you shouldn't let it run your life. It should not run you. It shouldn't run your emotions. It shouldn't be your initial reaction to everything. Where respect and work is more important than kindness and compassion in the people around you. Okay. So that's what I'm going to say. Because y'all got to free yourselves from these limiting beliefs. Yeah. And as you heal, your person heals. Okay. As you focus on yourself instead of the other person, it becomes less a battle of wills and more healthy. More healthy in the fact that, like, damn, okay, so they owning their shit. They, they working on themselves. They working on, things. And you got to come up with your own way to heal this stuff. Whether it's journaling, whether it's changing your habits, whether it's dealing with conflict in a different way, because I also know some earth signs that'll either you playing the blame game, you just shut down and turn it off, or you guys just walk away and don't address it. Like I said, it gets buried. So understand the problems that you see in other people that you are relating to also exist in yourself. Okay, there's a mirroring that's going on. Regardless if you are in union with your person or not. And next is you need to love those parts of yourself. You need to integrate those parts of yourself instead of denying them because they're the ugly stepchild that you don't want to take a look at. Because you didn't do anything wrong. Oh no, you don't make mistakes. But we all do because you're still human, okay? We all make mistakes, yeah. And the focus of healing, the focus of growing cannot face outward. It has to be inside. You have to look inside yourself, all right? I do have a lot of love. I know a lot of really awesome earth sign people, okay? I've had relationships with Virgos. I've had a relationship with a Taurus. I've had hella friendships and family relationships with Capricorns. Alright, I know how y'all operate. I know how the placements in somebody's birth chart can feel. And I know that this is not an easy thing I'm asking you to do. So if you're not ready, then obviously you'll be resisting this message. But if you are ready and you are sick and tired of having unsuccessful, unhealthy relationships, it is imperative that you look at you. Like Michael said, I'm focusing on the man in the mirror. Okay? Man, woman, the person in the mirror. You have to deal with that person first. Forget shame, forget guilt, forget all of that. Alright, forget escapisms. Because y'all could think that y'all are over it, but if it is still affecting your life, then you ain't over it. If you still can't look at it with compassion for you and the other person in that experience, it ain't over yet. Alright, I'm going to get some soul messages for you guys. I do have a lot of earth family. That is funny. And a lot of friends in this earth signs as well. When you guys are mature and in a healthy place, if you aren't in your shadow and you already integrated your shadow, then I am seeing the warnings is for you to not get caught back up in that cycle, okay? For you to really step into your new self, which is really difficult for our earth sign too, because your foundation is built off of what used to be. But you can burn that and rebuild, okay? Like a building. You can renovate it, all right? You can keep the pieces that work and are healthy, and you can stick in new pieces, like a house, okay? Like a castle, right? If you kept that castle from 3 BC, okay, out of all that time in this current day, modern year, this exact year, if you watching it in the time that I'm recording it, but this is timeless. So this exact year, maybe the foundation is all that's left. Okay? It just depends on what materials were built with. So sometimes you realize that even the materials is what needs to be, replaced. You can keep similar designs that worked and were functional and were healthy and brought you joy. But it's okay to switch. It's okay to switch up. That doesn't mean fake. That's growing. That's growth. People that tell me that they've been the same way their whole life, that is sad. I know somebody. My father has been the same way his entire life. That is not a positive. Okay? It is not positive. All right? It is like his children look at him and we shake our heads because that's all we can do. Because you are an example of what not to do. You don't want to be that in your family. You don't want to be that for your kids. Okay? And I don't want that for you. So I'm going to tell you what everybody else is going to try to tiptoe around. Because I'm not tiptoeing. I don't tiptoe around nobody. Alright? I'm going to tell you what it is. Yeah, synchronicities. A divine soul counterpart relationship is blessed with amazing moments of synchronicity. The B, yeah, you got to be able to work with each other. Okay? It's okay if you are not the leader in every situation because you're so worried and focused on winning that you don't understand that you are a part of a team. That relationship, that's a team. You have to be able to get out your own head, out your own limiting perception, and really meet somebody in the middle. And for those of you that have emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and physically matured to this point, you are promised a harmonious, happy, abundant life and new beginnings in what you want. The only thing that's holding you up is you have to be able to tap in to what is truly making you unhappy without using another person and their choices, their actions, which is outside of your control. Right? You have to, why are you unhappy? You have to be happy with you. You have to be okay with regardless what somebody else is doing in a connection, that you remain true to yourself. Okay? But without stomping all over them. Because Taurus is a bull. They can bulldoze people. Virgos, like I said, expert manipulators. Expert. Okay? But there you will meet people that can see straight through you, and you will meet people that you cannot bulldoze. Capricorns, you're going to meet people that's going to tell you about yourself. And they not all wrong. They not all hating on you. A whole bunch of people are telling you the same shit. They trying to tell you the truth about you. That you are either buried or been too stubborn to take a look at, right? Yeah, obstacles. Look for ways around the obstacles to find happiness. Don't just give it the brush off either. My dad's favorite line, well, that's in the past. I can't change the past. No, but you can change how you relate to it. You could own that shit. Don't be too prideful. Again, because it be your ego that be sticking out to people. Like, his ego is more important than his relationship with his kids. And like I said, this is not every Capricorn. This is not every Virgo. This is not every Taurus. This is for those of you who need somebody to tell you about you. Spirit sent me. I'm the messenger. And I'm going to say what I feel like I need to say. This shit is going to keep cycling around. If you are in denial, you will notice. It will show up. You like, damn. Az was right. I have a pen name and my real name, guys. Az is my pen name. Az is my artist name. Okay? And then I have a real name. That I've been my whole life, of course. It's okay to reinvent yourself. It's okay to create that block. Like, all right, This was, you know, my younger days. It's healthy for you to grow. That's what you're here for. Here, talk to me about this freedom. What else does Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn need to know? Embrace what destiny has in store for you. Yeah, release the need to be in the driver's seat constantly, okay? You have to allow and understand that you are in teamwork with the Creator. You are not the sole creator. There are things that are higher than you. There's stuff in your life that you cannot avoid, all right, that you have no control over with this mirror effect. And this connection is one of them. Like the yin yang symbol, twin flames contain an aspect of each other's character within themselves. So if you find yourself becoming overly critical, like Michael said, you got to look in the mirror. Embrace it. That is an energy that is inside of you. Even if it's buried. Pray about it. Ask Spirit for help. Ask Spirit for help in healing it. These cards is flying around on the floor. Attraction. Divine soul counterpart. Attraction transcends superficiality and illusion. Avoid the trap of mistaking a fantasy for a true soul connection. That's what I be talking about when I'm like, you cannot expect people to operate or be who you expect them to be, how you want them to operate. That is not how it works, all right? And the way you can undo that is it's time to think of everything that you admire in your partner. What drew you to this person? Okay? What drew you to them? We're going to find out what they want to say to you. So we're going to get some messages. We're going to get some charms, okay? And we're going to get a little spicy dice. We're going to do a little spicy dice. All right. Spirit, what do the twin flames with strong earth sign placement want to say to each other? Okay. They got a whole lot to say. No one understands me but you. That's cute. Will this ever change? So they know that the connection that they have with you isn't something that can be replaced. Like nobody gets them the way that you get them, and that's very important for earth sign. Hell, that's very important for a lot of people. Will this ever change? Remember what I said about y'all being fixed. Not every earth sign is fixed. Some of you guys can change and adapt, and everybody is mutable, cardinal, and fixed signs. But some of you guys have a hard time, and it's based on your birth chart. It's based on who you are as a person, your habits, how you grew up, and your style of connecting. And this is very healthy. Please do what is best for your heart. If they're mature, if they are, because I'm connected to a soulmate at this time who is a twin flame with strong earth placements in her chart. And I feel like this is very, like a very mature person. She's been through a lot of stuff, but she's healed a lot of like jealousy, a lot of possessiveness. She becomes very detached. She sits with things and thinks about her reaction before just jumping into it, and has decided, the best course is to be gentle with people. Okay, and I think that that is the greatest thing. Another person that I know with a strong earth placement is my brother. And he was just unbothered by life experiences, unbothered by our father, unbothered by everybody. It was the definition of unbothered, the definition of a gentle creature. You know, super not aggressive, like just very grounded, very solid within himself, within his identity. Like I said, keep the parts that are healthy, right? Understand that this is also what a twin flame is supposed to do. You've triggered me. This is a part of their purpose, okay? It's not just the positive and the light. They're going to show you the things within yourself that you need to heal. Ooh. And they want you to know how special you are to them. You are so different from everyone around me. Alright, let's get another round, Spirit. Ooh, the passion I feel is overwhelming. I don't know how to handle this. Yeah. So intimacy issues can affect everybody, right? But I feel like this might be particularly hard for my Capricorn signs to tap in with their emotions. Virgos are always in their emotions. Tauruses, I feel like they have a really solid foundation with themselves from the beginning. Expressing their emotions may take a while, but that doesn't mean that they are overwhelmed by their feelings. So I feel like this is specifically for my Capricorns. And take what resonates. If you're a Taurus or you're a Virgo and you're feeling like this, you may have very strong Capricorn placements in your chart as well, where emotions are overwhelming. They can be scary, okay? Especially if you haven't had a lot of healthy relationships, okay? You'll be like, oh, here we go on the roller coaster again. I can't promise you anything, okay? So they may be non-committal at this time as well. They want you to know, if you guys are in separation, life without you is hopeless, dark, and depressing. I miss your light. They could be doing escapisms because they've been triggered, and this falls back on, just things that they grew up around. So if it's not drugs and alcohol, it might be relationships, sex. It could definitely be work. Like I said, they've been known to just dive straight into work for all of those signs. Ooh, to escape, their own triggers and healing. And it is dark without you. Yeah, they are dealing with painful memories at this time. So give them compassion. I know I've done a lot of tough love on here, guys. That's what kind of reader I am. But I say this to you with love because I want the best for you, because I want you to heal. So right now, you can consider me your big sister. Consider me your parent. Consider me whatever you need to. A life coach that has lived through the dark bullshit too, okay? Everybody has gone through some shit. I'm not a therapist, however, so if you feel like you need to talk to a professional, please do, especially when it comes to dealing with drugs and alcohol. If you feel like you have a problem, please go to your local hospital and get you some help, okay? It will be hard in the beginning, but it will be exactly what you need. If you don't feel like you have a problem and you feel like you can control this, then I implore you to do a detox. I implore you to step away from it for a while. I did want to just get a little bit of clarification right here with this trigger for some folks, because I feel like they want to know what they did, right? For those of you, magician popped out. Yeah. Spirit, can you please clarify the trigger card? You've triggered me for the earth signs. Yeah, 2 of Cups. So you've been triggered by your person, maybe by a soulmate that you are connecting to. This is designed to help you look at some stuff that maybe you haven't dealt with in relationship to these painful memories. Okay? Like I said, somebody is telling you about yourself in order to do this with love. That is a good friend. Okay? You don't want no yes people around you. You want people, and I'm not talking about no haters, no shit talkers. No, I'm talking about people that can deliver it with love. That might be hard for you to hear, but you know it's the truth. And I wanted to talk about what are these painful memories. Yeah, you're healing these painful memories, and Spirit wants you to know that justice, karma, healing from them is the karma. Okay, you held the weight of them for long enough. It is time for you to use this sword and to free yourself from them. Okay, so that you can have a solid, healthy, emotional foundation here with this Page of Cups energy. Okay. The second time, we got the Ace of Wands, so that you can move forward toward having a harmonious, healthy relationship like you see the older generations do. All right. The older generations didn't have all these distractions. They didn't have all this escapism stuff. They didn't have, time to not sit with themselves. Okay? Because in the technology boom era, I feel like at the same time that a lot of people are getting closer and closer to themselves, a lot of other people are like just spending zero time sitting with themselves, focusing on their own stuff. You may be connecting as a strong earth sign placement. You may also have strong air sign placements. That would be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or you are relating to a person who is a strong air sign placement. If you've not been triggered by this person, this could be a friend, this could be a family member, this could be somebody that loves and cares about you. And as air signs for Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, we will tell you like it is. We will give you your truths. Okay. So this also could be your twin. Pregnancy, like I said, Empress. Yeah, someone is expecting. This could be an idea. This could be a new position. This could be you're birthing something into existence if it is not an actual child. Or you may be about to give birth to an actual child. Congratulations if you are. I am retired. I don't raise people's kids no more. Yep. Yes, caution. Find out more information. Don't overwork yourself. Okay? Don't overdo it. Okay? Don't overdo it in the running. Because that's one thing I will say with an earth sign. Y'all don't do anything half-assed. Do not fall all the way down the damn rabbit hole of your shadow. And just burrow in and live there. Okay? It's a journey through the shadow. The valley of the shadow of death. It's a journey through it. Not stuck in it. Yeah. This may or may not apply this top part, but I feel like someone is still figuring themselves out. Earth signs, I feel like this is you. If it's not in relationship to your sexuality, it is in relation to who you are as a person. And then I knew this was going to come out for you guys, pets. Remember what I said about, to me, this card represents do not treat the people that you love, your family, your friends, your children, they are not possessions. Like, you do not own them like furniture. Like, I own this table right here. Okay? Remember that they are entities of themselves, just like a pet. They actually have their own soul, which means it's not property. Getting a new pet, giving a current pet more love. You may be needing to give yourself more love or change how you are giving and receiving love with other people. Yes, intimacy, sexual chemistry, reminiscing. Okay. So maybe you also are feeling a little nostalgic if you have been with this person. Health issues could arise. All right. Especially if you are doing any drugs or alcohol, that is really unhealthy, okay, guys? Liar. Be careful of someone sneaky. Make sure you're not the one lying to yourself. Remember what I said. Don't be pointing outward. Point inwards. Moving. Change of residence. Moving in with your partner. So potentially you may have also lived together with your person. And maybe that has some painful memories as well. Maybe that experience was very triggering for you. I know for me personally, when I've lived with people and was in connections that didn't work out, which was all of them that I've ever lived with, yeah. I feel like this experience with your actual twin is not going to be anything like that. So you definitely have to deal with those triggers, okay? Definitely have to get to a place, yeah, of self-love. I am still trying to heal. Absolutely. I love that. Yes. So will this change? Yes. Because if that's what you want it to happen, like I said, be stubborn for yourself, not against yourself. It will change. Yeah. Running. I left when things got hard. Okay. Be careful of running from those things. Those things tend to follow you. They tend to crop back up. We're almost an hour in. Mend. I want to fix our connection. They want you to do what's best for their heart, for your heart, but they also want to be there for you. Reminiscing. I miss our inside jokes. Yeah. What else do the earth signs want to say? I'm struggling to find the right path. Absolutely. Unsatisfied. I wasn't happy the way things were going. Yeah. Gotta figure out, dig with the question of what is happiness to you? How can you manifest your own happiness, or how can you choose to be happy? Because happiness is a choice, just like misery is a choice. I used to think that happy people were like alien. Like, how do y'all do that, right? Because I was an angry person. It was about me. It was about my choice. It's hard to see that, but it is inseparable. Absolutely. Our love is always there despite the distance. So you might have moved on. There may have been, like I said, third party work, or just maybe you guys went in a different direction. They didn't really know what this was. There was a running phase, right? No matter what, that love still stayed there. So this, I'm afraid it's too late to take action, is a fear that you or them are coping with. Daydreaming, I am always longing for you. Absolutely. They might have lied to you. Dishonesty, by lying, I ripped us apart. And painful memories. We are both hurting from this. So there could have been, like I said, a falling out. Yeah. But honestly, they want you to be a part of their future. Okay. Let's get some charms. Let's get some charms. I'm going to stick them right on top of Inseparable. Charms. Ooh, this is interesting. I've never seen this one. So we have here Shamrock. Now it's not a lucky one, but there's three, and usually with the lucky one it's four. But perhaps somebody is born on March 17th. St. Patrick's Day is coming up, or something significant might be happening between the two of you around March 17th, or you guys could be born on March 17th. You might be a Pisces. Okay. Also, yeah. So there also could be a lot of mystery in this connection. You may be seeing a lot of signs and synchronicities in the world. You might halfway feel like a crazy person if you're having significant dreams about this person. Understand that this is normal with the twin flame journey. Okay, Spirit will knock on your spiritual, like, unconscious door, because that is when your guards are down the most, in order to get through to you the information that they want you to see, even when you're resisting in the 3D, or especially when you're resisting in the 3D. Okay? Or you're doing some type of avoidance. Remember, only you can unlock the doors that are meant for you. Okay? And only you can provide what you can provide in a specific connection, in work, in your purpose, in your life. If you're thinking about everything all at once, I implore you to maybe compartmentalize. This is different than burying. This is deal with one thing at a time until that thing is resolved. Then move on to the next thing, and it will help eliminate some of that chaos. And you're also the key to your own happiness, your own internal peace. There is some truth that this person shared with you about yourself. Even though you were triggered, you need to explore the truth in those experiences. Okay, they might be painful, so you need to understand how that served a purpose in your life, rather than focusing on the actual emotions that it caused. And here we have who I like to call Charlotte, from Charlotte's Web. This is kind of a guardian for Wilbur, right? And be mindful of the webs that you weave, especially mentally, emotionally, spiritually, involving limiting beliefs. If you have boxed yourself in to something familiar and comfortable, you may be limiting your own growth potential. The good news is she can also cut the lines. She's literally a master manifester. She can cut those lines and rearrange the web how she needs it to be. Okay, remember, you are co-creating with spirit. All right, certain things have to happen, but other things are in your control. You need to take a look at what that is. This is so tiny. Yeah. You and your person are mirroring each other in this spiritual growth. There's a lot of mystery. If you're wondering if they're having dreams, if they are, you know, constantly thinking about you, they are. They may be keeping it to themselves. They also may be doing a lot of the work. They have invited spirit in, and or they're on the opposite side of the spectrum where you're doing more of the work and they're focusing more on 3D stuff. Okay, so make sure that you are taking time to deal with your spiritual issues, with your growth, emotionally, mentally, physically. It's just as important as you taking care of your outside stuff. Yeah. Turtles may be a significant sign for you. This is a little sea turtle right here. Slow and steady wins the race. Okay? But also, taking your time dealing with your stuff is going to work out much more better for you than trying to rush through the healing and just get to the happily ever after, because it's not going to necessarily be happily ever after without you doing the work. So remember, you are in charge of your ships. In fact, like the relationships that you have, all of your ships, the work ship, the friendships, all of those. You are in charge of how you show up for all of those relationships, and that is the thing that needs to heal, that you need to work on, and make sure that it's completely solid for you. And we're in Pisces season, so I just thought it was funny that we got the dreamer. So you may also need to look at where Pisces falls in your birth chart. And then we have the 9th house, learning and faith. Okay, let's get some spicy dice. If you and this person are together or in separation, let's find out what they, you know, little spicy thoughts, what they was reminiscing, thinking about them sexual days. Let's take a look. Okay. They want to suck on your hand. Okay. And lick your navel. Blow on navel. They could be really drawn to your stomach. And your hands. Yeah, because we have kiss hand, suck hand. They could have a thing for hands, stomachs. They want to kiss your lips. We're going to do one more, guys. Ooh, kiss your thighs. Okay. Alright, so this has been from my twin flames with strong earth sign placements, guys. I know I gave you a lot of tough love, but like I said, it's with love. I grew up with a lot of tough love. So this is how I do it. My messages is not for everybody. Obviously, if you don't feel like you need tough love, then you are welcome to check out other readers. You are welcome to, you know, skip my content altogether. But if you are here for it, I'm here for you. Alright, and I'm just bringing you guys these messages this beautiful Sunday. So I hope you have a great Sunday. Leave a like, a comment if you resonate with this. I look forward to hearing from my subscribers. They've been pretty shy up to recently, so talk to me. Tell me about your journey. Tell me about your healing. Tell me about your growth, your successes. Okay, I want to root for you guys. All right, I'm not just here for just the shadow stuff. I'm here for the light stuff too. That's why I'm talking to you guys. Remember, you are spiritual beings having a human experience. You are divine. All right. That entitlement, though, it can get a little toxic. So just make sure that you are showing up in the highest good for everybody, not just for yourself. All right. Because when we start being selfish, that can backfire, can blow up in our face. And tap into your emotions, okay? All right. I hope y'all stay blessed, and I'll see y'all in the next one.